Dear students, after studying this module, you shall be able to know about the significance of computer softwares, the history, classification of computer softwares, and the utility and importance of computer softwares. Computer cannot do anything on its own. It is the user who instructs computer what to do, how to do, and when to do. In order to perform any task, a set of instructions in a particular sequence is given to the computer. These sets of instructions are called programs. Software refers to a set of programs that makes the hardware perform a particular set of tasks in particular order. Software not only gives directions to the computer to manage its internal resources, but also facilitates the user to use a computer system to provide specific business value. The computer is able to do nothing until it is instructed by software. Although computer hardware is, by design, wide-ranging purpose, software allows the user to instruct a computer system to execute specific functions that deliver business value. The system's software existing on a computer system provides the competencies and restrictions within which the application software can function. If a computer is to function, software is not optional. Everything that a computer does from the time the power switch is turned on until the system down is shut down is under the control of software. Basically, software is the computerized instructions that operate the computer, execute particular functions or tasks, and manipulate the data. For software, the instructions to perform various functions, it must be programmed. That is, the instructions need to be written in a programming language that the computer can understand. Without a program, a computer is useless. Software can be either proprietary, also called closed, or open. Proprietary software is privately maintained and controlled. A proprietary software scheme or technique is one that is held by a company, which will generally not disclose specifications that would let other companies to replicate the product. Gradually, proprietary software is seen as a drawback in several institutes. Users have a preference to use open software, which is software designed exhausting specifications that are widely accessible. The benefit of open software is that any person can make add-on products for it as they can appreciate in what manner it was designed. People using open software can mix and match products from different manufacturers. By making software public, however, a manufacturer permits others to duplicate its product, which many manufacturers do not want. History: the first applications of computers in business were in the early 1950s. Software was not as much of importance and costly in computer systems at that time, for the reason that early hardware was factually hardwired by hand for every single application. At present, software consists of a much longer proportion of the total of the contemporary computer systems than it did in the past times. There are quite a lot of reasons for this tendency. First, the value of hardware has vividly reduced, despite the fact that the performance of hardware has exponentially improved. Second, constructing applications is a process called software development, is slow, difficult, and error-prone. Software is therefore costly and getting more so as its difficulty grows. Next is types of computer softwares. There are two major types of software. System software. System software is a set of commands that functions principally as an intermediate between computer hardware and application programs, and may also be unswervingly manipulated by familiar users. System software provides essential self-regulatory tasks for computer systems, such as loading itself when the computer is first turned on, managing hardware resources such as secondary storage for all applications, and providing ordinarily used sets of instructions for all applications to use. Systems programming is either the formation or maintenance of systems software. System software is the set of programs that control and support the computer system and its information processing activities. System software also simplifies the programming, testing, and debugging of computer programs. It is more common than application software and is generally independent of any particular type of application. System software programs support application software by guiding the basic functions of the computer. For example, when the computer is turned on, the initialization program, a systems program, arranges and prepares all devices for processing. System software can be classified into two major functional categories: system control programs and system support programs. First, system control programs. System control programs govern the use of the hardware, software, and data resources of a computer system. The chief system control program is the operating system. The operating system controls the inclusive operation of the computer, as well as monitoring the computer status and scheduling operations, which comprises the input and output processes. In addition, the operating system allocates central processing unit time and main memory to programs running on the computer. And it also provides an interface between the user and the hardware. This interface hides the complexity of the hardware from the user. Second is system support programs. The second major category of system software is system support programs. It supports the operations, management, and uses of a computer system by providing a variety of support services. Examples of system support programs are system utility programs, performance monitors, and security monitors. Next is application softwares. Application software is a group of computer instructions that offer more detailed functionality to a user. That functionality may be comprehensive, such as general word processing, or narrow, such as an organization's payroll program. An application program applies a computer to a certain requirement. Application programming is either the creation or the modification and improvement of application software. There are several diverse software applications in organizations nowadays. For a marketing application, for example, market intelligence box available at the website. Application software can be broadly classified into two types. First is generalized packages. General purpose, off-the-shelf application programs that support general types of processing, rather than being linked to any specific business function, are referred to as personal application software. This type of software consists of 9 extensively used packages, which are spreadsheets, data management, word processing, desktop publishing, graphics, multimedia, communications, speech recognition software, and the groupware. Software suites combine a number of these packages and integrate their functions Personal application software is designed to help individual users increase their productivity. Second is customized packages. These are the applications that are customized or developed to meet the specific requirements of an organization or institution. For example, student information details, payroll packages, inventory control, etc. These packages are developed using high-level computer languages. Next is functioning of softwares. Software consists of computer programs, which are sequences of instructions for the computer. The process of writing or coding of programs is known as programming. Unlike the hardwired computers of the 1950s, contemporary software uses the stored program theory, in which stored software programs are assessed and their instructions are executed or followed in the computer's central processing unit. Once the program has finished executing, a new program is loaded into main memory and the computer hardware addresses another task. Next is some useful softwares. First is spreadsheets. Computer spreadsheet software transforms a computer screen into a ledger sheet or grid of coded rows and columns. Users can enter numeric or textual data into each grid location called a cell. In addition, a formula can be entered into a cell to obtain a calculated answer displayed in that cell's location. With spreadsheets, users can also develop and use macros, which are sequences of commands that can be executed with just one simple instruction. Computer spreadsheet packages can be used for financial information, such as income statements or cash flow analysis. They are also used for forecasting sales, analyzing insurance programs, summarizing income tax data, and analyzing investments. They are relevant for many other types of data that can be organized into rows and columns. Although spreadsheet packages such as Microsoft's Excel and Lotus 1, 2, 3 are thought of primarily as spreadsheets. They also offer data management and graphical capabilities. Therefore, they may be called integrated packages. Second is data management. Data management software supports the storage, recovery, and management of related data. There are two basic types of data management software. Simple filing programs patterned after traditional manual data filing techniques and database management programs that take advantage of a computer's extremely fast and accurate ability to store and retrieve data in primary and secondary storage. File-based management software is typically very simple to use and is often very fast, but it offers limited flexibility in how the data can be searched. Database management software has the opposite strengths and weaknesses. Microsoft's Access is an example of popular database management software. Third is word processing. Word processing software allows the user to manipulate text rather than just numbers. Modern word processors comprehend various productive writing and editing features. A characteristic word processing software package comprises of an integrated set of programs including an editor program, a formatting program, a print program, a dictionary, a thesaurus, a grammar checker, a mailing list program, and integrated graphics, charting, and drawing programs. Word processing software enables users to be much more productive because the software makes it possible to create and modify the document electronically in memory. Next is desktop publishing. Desktop publishing software represents a level of sophistication beyond regular word processing. In the past, newsletters, announcements, advertising, copy and other specialized documents had to be laid out by hand and then typeset. Desktop software allows microcomputers to perform these tasks directly. Photographs, diagrams and other images can be combined with text, including several different fonts, to produce a finished camera-ready document. Next is graphics. Graphics software allows the user to create, store and display or print charts, graphs, maps and drawings. Graphics software enables users to absorb more information more quickly and to spot relationships and trends in data more easily. There are three basic categories of graphics software packages: presentation graphics, analysis graphics, and computer-aided design software. Presentation graphics software allows user to create graphically rich presentations. Many packages have extensive libraries of clip art, pictures that can be electronically clipped out and pasted into the finished image. One of the most widely used presentation graphics programs is Microsoft's PowerPoint. Analysis graphics applications additionally provide the ability to convert previously analyzed data such as statistical data into graphic formats like bar charts, line charts, pie charts, and scatter diagrams. Both presentation graphics and analysis graphics are useful in preparing graphic displays for business presentations, from sales results to marketing research data. Computer-aided design software used for designing items for manufacturing allows designers to design and build production prototypes in software, test them as a computer object under given parameters, sometimes called computer-aided engineering or CAE. Compile parts and quantity lists, outline production and assembly procedures, and then transmit the final design directly to the machines. Next is multimedia. Multimedia software combines at least two media for input or output of data. These media include audio, that is sound, voice, animation, video, text, graphics, and images. Multimedia can also be thought of as the combination of spatial-based media, text and images, with time-based media, that is sound and video. Next is communications. Computers are often interconnected in order to share or relate information. To exchange information, computers utilize communications software. This software allows computers, whether they are located close together or far apart, to exchange data over dedicated or public cables, telephone lines, satellite relay systems, or microwave circuits. When communication software exists in both the sending and receiving computers, they are able to establish and relinquish electronic links, code and decode data transmissions, verify transmission errors and correct them automatically, and check for and handle transmission interruptions or conflicting transmission priorities. Email and desktop video conferencing rely on communications software. Next is speech recognition software. Two categories of speech recognition software are available today: discrete speech and continuous speech. Discrete speech recognition can interpret only one word at a time, so users must place distinct pauses between words. This type of voice recognition can be used to control PC software by using words such as execute or print. But it is inadequate for dictating a memo because users find it difficult to speak with measurable pauses between every word and still maintain trains of thought. We will end this module with summary. Software is the computerized instructions that control the computer, execute specific functions or tasks, and manipulate the data. For software to execute a number of functions, it must be programmed. That is, the instructions required to be written in a programming language that the computer can recognize. Without a program, a computer is of no use. Application software is the end-user software. The programs written under application software are designed for general purpose and special purpose applications. An example of application software is Microsoft Internet Explorer. System software enables application software to interact with the computer hardware. System software is the background software that helps the computer to manage its internal resources. The most important system software is the operating system. The system software performs important tasks such as running the program, storing data, processing data, etc. Word processing is the most common applications software. The unlimited benefit of the word processing over using a typewriter is that one can make changes without retyping the entire document. Word processors make it easy to operate and format documents. Spreadsheets are computer programs that let people electronically create and manipulate spreadsheets. Tables of values arranged in rows and columns with predefined relationships to each other. Spreadsheets are used for mathematical calculations such as accounts, budgets, and statistics, and so on. Database management applications are computer programs that let people create and manipulate data in a database. A database is an assembly of correlated information that can be operated and used to categorize information, conduct statistical evaluations, or generate reports. Presentation packages and graphics are computer programs that enable users to create highly stylized images for slide presentations and reports. They can also be used to produce various types of charts and graphs. Many software applications include graphics components including paint programs, desktop publishing applications, and so on.